Dooby dooby doo ba doo 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 ba dooby doo. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to have a good time tonight. Well, we always have a good time. I enjoy your company. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. And we are on this beautiful riverbank of the Cedar River. Let me show you where we actually are. This really sacred little place. This is where I come to have my ceremonies. And look, we've got a crow. Oh, come back, crow. I disturbed his toilet. He was bathing. Actually, I think there's a family of crows that have moved in and claimed this territory because there's a tree straight across the river that Grandfather Eagle used to come and sit on to purvey his kingdom, and I haven't seen him lately except seeing him flying past rather quickly with a crow escort. So I'm not sure if he's going to reclaim his territory. It is amazing to be here doing pipe ceremony and singing and connecting to the ancestors with Grandfather Eagle perched on top of the tree just across the river. It is amazing. Anyway, so that's where we are. And as soon as I set sacred space, you will be virtually right here with me on the riverbank. So let me... Okay, I was fidgeting around trying to get... I've got a couple of rocks. There we go. My phone holder is a couple of rocks stacked up on each other. So I was putzing around with that, so I didn't get my things all out, but that's okay, because according to Facebook, there's nobody watching me yet. So I will set up my altar, continue to just kind of talk, and let other people know that we are on the air. We have a go. And we are going to be having ceremony. Actually, I was getting cold before, so I have a couple layers on. And I have an extra layer in case it rains. But I am optimistic. Plus, I have now been in the Pacific Northwest longer than I lived in Minnesota, where I was raised. And you can't be a tree-hugging dirt worshiper out here without expecting to get a little bit wet. So if it rains, it rains. I've got my wool cloak from my SCA ventures, just in case it rains. And I did remember to bring my drum this time. It's so nice to be outside again. If you've been watching this for any length of time, you know that during the winter time, because of the dark and the cold and the wet, I do this every week from my office in downtown Renton. And so it is so nice to be outside. I will risk the rain for the chance to do ceremony outside. Just making sure I have everything. I'm running low on matches, so I nabbed a few extra ones from my office just in case. Alright, I think that's everything. So again, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I say this over and over again, but this is one of the highlights of my week. I always look forward to it, and I always look forward to having you with me. It is an honor, and you really do make a difference. Whether you've been watching, whether you're new, whether you've been watching me for the last couple of years since I started doing this, I'm just very grateful for you. Your energy makes all the difference in the ceremony, and so I hope you feel similar, same as I do. So the first thing we're going to do again is set our sacred space within which to do our magic, our ceremony. Call in the spirits and the elementals to hold that higher vibration of light and love around us, so nothing of a lower vibration can come in. We do that with the drum. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Thank you. Oh. Whew. Much better. Although when we do ceremony outside, the change is a lot more subtle when you set sacred space because you're in nature. And I remember someone saying that when you're in nature doing ritual or ceremony, that it's not always necessary to set that sacred space because nature holds you. Although you still want to call in the spirits, invite them to the party, right? And so that they can take part, because your spirit guides are your best friends. We want to nurture that relationship as much as we nurture any friendship or relationship with living three-dimensional folk. So anyway, thank you again for joining me. Again, I am Patrick. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman, and I have been sharing this ceremony. This is probably the most sacred ceremony that I know of, and I can't describe the honor of and the joy of being able to share it, bring it to other people. I started doing it at the beginning of the pandemic as a way to bring, an hour of sacred space into my community's lives at least once a week, to kind of help hold the spirit, help hold the light and the love and the vibration. And the ironic thing is, if If it wasn't for the pandemic, I would probably be doing this in person, but because of the pandemic, we had to do it online. And so there was a lot of soul searching I had to do in order to do that. I know I've talked about that before, because it's not traditional to video these sacred ceremonies. But times change, traditions evolve, and the traditions need to grow to serve the people that they're meant to help. So anyway, so we are doing sacred pipe ceremony. If you are new here, if you've never been to a pipe ceremony, everyone that there, this is the pipe ceremony as I was taught it. There are many different forms, different traditions, and this is the one that I learned. And this is the sacred pipe. Here comes the tutorial. You may know it as the peace pipe from Hollywood, but it is the most sacred object in the Lakota's life of the Lakota people. This is basically church. This is a mobile altar that can be taken anywhere. The stem is the divine masculine, the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together, it invokes all of creation. It is yin yang, everything together in one place. And from a quantum physics point of view, that is absolutely true. So when I put the pipe together, it's like awakening the spirit of my pipe. And from that point until I take the pipe apart is one giant prayer. And when we put the pipe together, it opens a channel straight to Great Spirit. No waiting, no filters, boom. And so when I put the pipe together until I take it apart, pay attention to your thoughts and your desires, and think your biggest, bestest thoughts, dream your biggest, bestest dreams, pray your biggest, bestest prayers. There is nothing too big or too little to pray for. You know, we are divine beings. And we already, I was just watching, a friend of mine hosts a Facebook page devoted to the wisdom of Wayne Dyer, and she had a video yesterday. And one of the things that Wayne Dyer would say is that you don't get what you want, you get who you are. It's not about the thoughts, it's not about the wants and desires, it's who you are, where you're vibrating. It's the frequency that you are at. That's why with like law of attraction and creative visualization and all of that kind of thing, that's why you ask as if you already have it, because you're raising your frequency to match what it is that you want, with the certainty that it is already yours. And it is, because if you can feel it before you can touch it, you already have what you're looking for. When we want something, what we're looking for is not that object or that situation. It's the emotion, the feeling that comes from having that, right? And you can feel that without ever acquiring what you're looking for. I've talked about Kyle Cease before. He's a guy that I follow quite a bit, and he was a comedian, really well-known comedian, who he combined comedy and transformational workshops, and then he kind of branched mostly in the transformational side of things. And he has this method where you get into a conversation with someone and you speak as though it's a year in the future. And you go, hey, remember that time we were talking? And I was like, I don't know where my rent's going to come from and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I'm so glad I had the patience and the gumption to keep going, because it's like the next day, remember that? I got the job. The next day they called me out of the blue and I got a raise. And I'm like, if I hadn't have just waited and patiently surrendered to the process, I wouldn't have gotten this. And look at how well off I am now. I have everything I need. I've got a new place to live. I've got a new car. Whatever it is. Because when you speak from that place of having already attained it, when it actually shows up, it's kind of like, oh, okay, there it is. You know, you're raising your frequency so that, you know, a lot of times we're reaching for something that we feel is out of our reach. And so there's that, instead of surrendering to receive it, we're straining to try to get it, right? We don't think we're worthy of it, which just pushes it further away. So if you can think of it in your mind, feel it in your heart as though it were already here, part of that process, part of that method that he does is to make it so that when the thing finally shows up, it's like it's become normal. You're normalizing what your future holds. You're normalizing it so that you're not pushing it away with disbelief or feeling like you don't deserve it. That's how it works. So once I put the pipe together, focus on what it is you want. Who do you want to be? You know, and even think about it like, who will I be in a year? What will I have? What will my life look like in a year? And don't just think it. Feel it. Bring it into your heart, because it's the emotion that is that passion that is kind of the ignition of engaging in what it is you desire. So, little crash course on law of attraction, praying, and all of that kind of stuff. And what I basically wanted, like the main thing I want to do here is just create a sacred space for people to connect to spirit. That is the main goal. And when you do that, when you get practiced or used to connecting to your higher spirit, to creator, to goddess, everything else works out better. A lot of the things we see as challenges are challenges because we're not in alignment. And when we're in alignment, it's like the universe will nudge us step by step toward our fulfillment. And those challenges either become smaller or non-existent. A lot of our fears and doubts come from not being aligned, not feeling whole. So if nothing else during this time, just breathe in the divine spirit of who you are. Picture your heart like a tiny star radiating out, and let that light just spread from cell to cell to cell until you're shining, until you're radiant and connecting to your own divine power. Yeah. So how about we do ceremony? And one more sip of chai. Okay, technically that was 2 sips, but I'm not gonna squabble. All right, so if you haven't been here before, if you haven't been to pipe ceremony, what it's going to look like, I'm going to light some sage and smudge everything here on my little altar. Then I'm going to say a prayer, ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. Then I will join the pipe, and then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And during that time, I will be saying prayers, offering prayers to the different spirits, different directions, etc. And you will hear that part. And then when I'm done, when I've got the pipe filled, I have a song that I was given by White Buffalo Calf Woman, who is the one who actually originally brought the pipe to the Lakota people 19 generations ago. And she's been one of my main spirit teachers, spirit guides for, well, I just got the memory, came up on my Facebook feed today, that it was 13 years ago today that I had my first big vision quest. So that's kind of cool. It's like I'm doing ceremony on the 13th anniversary of my first vision quest. And it was just before that vision quest that I connected with White Buffalo Calf Woman. And I was on my lunch break. I worked in a warehouse for my day job, and I was on my lunch break, and I decided to meditate and to thank White Buffalo Calf Woman for allowing me to take part in one of her ceremonies, even though I wasn't one of her people. Next thing I knew, she was there. Totally unexpected. And she looked at me and she said, what she told me is, you are one of my people as much as if I'd given birth to you myself. And I'm just like, whoa. And so she did appear to me on my vision quest, and her main message to me was that my path is to be shared. And so that is kind of the underlying reason why I do these videos, why I teach classes, why I keep a blog, sometimes more than others, and why I draw my comics. I'm a cartoonist, and I like to put in comic form a lot of my shamanic adventures and journeys and such. So that was kind of my, what would you call it? Kind of my commission from her was to share my path. My path is to be shared. And that is what I am doing. And that's why I'm so grateful that you are here with me. Because if there's no one to share it with, it's a complete circuit, right? It's got to go and be received. So again, thank you so much for joining me with this. So let's do our ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Grandmother, Grandfather Eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians, watch over us as we smoke. I never finished telling you the whole process, but you'll figure it out. Creator, Earth Mother, Tawabin, Shawnadisi, Magikiwas, and Waboos, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations, come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to Eagle, Coyote, Bear, White Buffalo Calf Woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Bayama, Okane, Okane, Bayama. Bayama Okene, Bayama Okene, Bayama Okene. Okene, Bayama Okene, Bayama Okene, Bayama Okene. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for this beautiful world, all of nature, all living beings, all of humanity. Bless us with the sight to see and the heart to feel the oneness of all life, the oneness of all peoples, the one family, one race, one world, one mind, and one heart. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your unconditional love as we move forward for our highest fulfillment individually and globally. Thank you. Ihi-la-ihi-o. 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 Oofda. It's gonna take me a couple seconds to get totally back. Oh, wow. Whew. And this is my day job. How cool is that? I love doing this work. I love how fortunate am I, how blessed am I and how blessed are you? You know, like all the stuff I was saying earlier. I had a client today and I was just telling her about, she mentioned she had more time to meditate, different things like that now, and I'm like, awesome. And my guides came through with a message, and it's applicable here as well, that in this space, when you're feeling more connected, when you're feeling calmer, centered, that wasn't an orb that just went through, that was a little cotton fluff, just to let you know. When you're feeling more centered, more grounded, more connected, to remember at those moments, at this moment, this is your default setting. This is the reality. All the other routine and chores and responsibilities and obligations and all of that, that's the illusion, that's the dream. To remember to seek out the stillness. A duck just flew by, and part of duck medicine is about floating above everything, and ducks will seek out calm waters. So especially when the world gets hectic and frenetic and all over the place, seek out the calm waters. If this is the only calm waters, this hour a week that I give to you, seek it out. And no, I've got 2+ years of these videos on my YouTube channel. So if you ever need to seek out calm waters, it's free, it's a resource, it's there for you. To remember that this is the reality. This is who you truly are. This is your default setting. And as we move from this place into the world. We bring this light, this wholeness, this togetherness into the world, and the world changes because of it. It's not about seeking out these calm waters as a respite from the right, like the way of society's thinking is the chaos, the dog-eat-dog world, the stress and the overworking and everything else, that is the norm, and we seek out meditation as a respite from what's normal. And I challenge you to turn that on its head, remind yourself that it's these moments of connection, these moments of stillness, of joy, of love, of centeredness, of groundedness, that this is the reality. And we carry this stillness into the world. And I've actually got this, I've been trying to create some memes with my artwork and stuff, and I have this meme planned. I haven't done it yet, but it's a picture, it's going to be a drawing of a heron, and what it's going to say is, I carry my stillness into the storm, and the waters calm around me. Find the stillness, find the centeredness, find your connection. Even Jesus said, seek ye first the kingdom, right? Seek ye first your connection, your true self, which is spirit. Again, like Wayne Dyer used to say, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. Make the spiritual experience the primary priority, and know that as you carry this spirit into the world, you change the world. Don't give your power to all the rush and confusion of the world, trying to figure out who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do, what are the expectations and the obligations and the responsibilities. Your only responsibility is to be the divine light that you are, and to carry that connection, because as you carry that connection into the world, it's about entrainment, like a clock that ticks, like a room of clocks. You know, eventually, if you have a room of like old Swiss clocks, whatever, eventually they're all going to be, the pendulums are all going to be swinging at the same rate. They entrain to each other energetically, the vibrations, the frequencies. The highest frequency draws all the others up to it. So be the highest vibrational being in whatever circle you are, whatever location you are, whatever situation. And you will be amazed at how things change around you. It makes all the difference in the world. Remember your true self. I used to play, I don't play a lot of video games, but one that I was hooked on was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And in the game, at one point, you get this special, I remember it was a stone or something, but you would take it and you would throw it on the ground. It would create this, basically this portal, so that no matter where you were in the game or what you were doing, you could always return to that place. So right now, create a mental portal, put a milestone, a touchstone, whatever, in this moment, because this moment, this energy is always available to you. This is who you always are, and we get it covered up with the chaos of the world. But this is who you truly are, and you can carry this into the world and watch the chaos part like the Red Sea in front of you. You don't have to give your power to anyone or anything out there, because as you align to Creator, you're aligning to the heart of all of humanity. We are all connected. And I know I say that over and over and over again, but I know even for me, sometimes I need to hear it over and over and over again. You know, when I'm talking to you and I'm saying all these things, there are always things that I need to remember and things I need to keep close to my heart as well. So know that you are a divine being, that you deserve happiness, that you deserve everything that you desire. You couldn't desire it if it weren't already given to you. You wouldn't know what to desire. You wouldn't know how it feels like. You'd have no point of reference. So the fact that you desire things, that you're passionate about things, proves that you were meant to have those things. And actually, not those things as much as the feeling of wholeness and connection that you feel when you have those things, which you already have. So you're already whole. There is nothing wrong with you. You're perfect the way you are. Truly, truly. And that perfection does not override change and growth and evolution. You are perfectly becoming who you already are, which is perfectly evolving into source. So anyway, I guess that's what I have to say for tonight. So thank you for listening. Thank you for taking part in the sacred ceremony. And I really mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence, your energy. Even if you're watching this after the fact, a year down the line, your energy is a vital part of this moment. We are in between the worlds. Time and space are non-existent. If you're watching this, no matter when you're watching it, your energy is a vital part of this ceremony. So thank you for that. So, all right. Well, when I'm in my office, I can kind of watch the clock on the wall to see how long I've been talking. But out here, I don't know. I just talk until I'm done. And so I guess I am done with what I had to say. Thank you again for joining me. Remember that I am here to support you. Please visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, to see what services I offer, readings and healings, and comics. Oh my. And that it's my job as a shaman is to support the community that supports me. So thank you for supporting me by watching this video, by sharing this video. You know, if there's anyone you think might benefit from it, please feel free to tag them in the comments, share it, and know that I'm here for you. Okay? Is that everything? I guess that's everything for now. So I will pick up my trusty drum, my little drum with the big voice. It's bearskin. I actually made the drum last year or the year before. What's nice about it is I can take it outside, and because it's so small, it's kind of like a bodrum, like the Irish drums that are adjustable. You can tighten them up. Because it's so small, I can just squeeze the leather things, and the drum tightens up, so I can actually play it outside when it's cold and damp. Anyway, so I am going to drum and release the elementals and the spirits who are so graciously watching over us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for blessing us with your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. I said I can squeeze it. Hurts the heck out of my hand when I do it, but it's worth it. So thank you again, my friends, for joining me. Please share this video. Please invite your friends. Meet me back here again next Wednesday, same time, same place. And until I see you again, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Carry that divine light into the world. Go shining, everybody. All right. Bye.